Okay, everyone. Day after Thanksgiving, 2022. One book to share. I just unboxed. I just took it out of the box. Well wrapped. The guy I think I've done 6 or 7 deals with. Trade. I'll show you what I get. I get this 9.4 white pager, ASM 129. Trying to get rid of the glare for you guys. I don't know if that's gonna work, but anyway, real nice copy and a perfect wrap. The only thing if I could change anything, I mean the S oftentimes is cut off on the wrap, so that's great. It's not. The only thing I might do is bring this top border a little higher so that the yellow is all the way even and a little bit higher than the Comic Code Authority, but it's not missing anything, so it's a great copy. Real happy to have it. So what I thought I would do is show you guys my current stash, if you will, of ASM 129s. I will bring back this copy at the end just to recap, but first up is a 6.5 off-white to white with the Spider-Man over New York City label. I try to make sure most of my copies have really good wraps, so that's the first one I'm going to show you. Next one is 7.0 off-white to white. Same story, really good wrap. I thought about, hopefully it comes through, having it cleaned and pressed because I'm not sure you can tell through the bag, but along the edge of the spine here, it's a little bit dirty, and I think it could potentially benefit from a cleaning. Don't know if I will. I have to really think about it. I mean, if it'd go up to maybe an 8.5, it'd be worth it, but, and I'm not taking these out of the bags. Next up, an 8.5 white pages. Nice copy. Again, a great wrap. Well, I say great. The back looks great. There's a little bit of white coming through here. And again, you'll see a pretty common theme. A lot of the ASM 129s, the yellow across the top border. There's not a lot of space above the Comic Code Authority with the yellow. So that's the third copy. Here's an off-white to white pages 9.0. See this one, I don't know if you can make it out, but the S is, I mean, it's there, but a little bit of it is almost not there, like going around the back cover. And the back cover, it's not a perfect wrap. So, here's also a 9.0. This one's a white page copy. Like this one I thought was really sharp. So, I was really happy to get it. And it's an old label, so it's one of those ones I thought about cracking out to see if I could get a bump. I'm not a big Signature Series guy, but it was a good deal. It's a 9.0 white pages, Conway signed. So it has the custom Spider-Man over New York City yellow label. Pretty cool. And I didn't show you the back cover. I think that's a pretty cool back cover too. Then we have 9.2 off-white pages. Now the wrap on this one's not great. You can see some of the white coming through, but it's a solid book. And it has the Spider-Man over New York City logo. That was a fairly recent trade. Another 9.2 off-white pages I'll show you in a sec here. Okay. And then here's a really nice 9.4, I'll show you in a sec. White pages copy, not the one I just got in. You'll notice the difference between this one and the other one because this one has the Mylar bag. The other one's just the bag that CGC used to put books in. That's a near perfect copy. And then here's the one that just came in, I just showed you guys. Again, you'll notice the flimsy bag. So I think that's 10 copies. I just gave a young guy a really good deal on a coverless copy. So that just went out. And one of the 9.2s, the one that has a little bit of more of the white on the front, that is going out in part trade for the 9.4 that I just got in. So I'll be down to 9, I think, copies. I thought I had a couple more somewhere. I don't think I have a 9.6 or a 9.8 anymore of those. I never had a 9.8. I used to, I think, have a 9.6. I have to look. I don't think I have. I didn't open my vault in the basement. I went through the big bins. I only share that because I'm talking basically stream of consciousness, right? So that may be all that's a lot of books. Let me clear this up. Don't mean to sound like, oh, gee, woe is me. I have 10 copies, about to be 9. Not at all. I'm really happy to have even 1 copy. I thought I had more, and so I just need to double check my inventory. So that's probably what I should have said to begin with. You know, some people share their books, and it seems like, oh, look at me, and it's really not my intention at all. I just really like comics. I don't anymore have a raw copy of this book. I'd like to get a low-grade raw copy to read again. Most every book I have, besides some Golden Age books, I have a raw copy that I read, or I have had one and I read it. Like Daredevil 1, I think I've shared the collection of that before. I don't know what I'm at right now, like somewhere between 16 and 20 some copies of that. Because my favorite character is Daredevil, hence I really like Punisher as well, because of the crossovers that they have with each other. But I like to have at least one reader copy of every book that I have that I enjoy. You know, some books you get in just to trade, right? You see a good opportunity. Maybe you have I've had Daredevil ones like, 4 5s. And someone's like, oh my gosh, I really want that book. I don't have that much cash, but I'll give you, let's just pretend, like forget what book it is for a minute. Let's say I have a big book and it's worth, let's say $5,000. Like if I sold it for cash. And someone says, I've got 1,000 cash, but what if I give you 5 or 5,500 in trade, so you'll get 6 to 6,500 in value. All right, you'll have to figure out if you want to keep the other books or sell them or whatever. Would you do that deal? And as long as it's just a few books or books I really like, usually I'll do that because it helps out other collectors, and I get more books to read and in some cases to trade or sell. So hopefully this is not me rambling, just sharing. But so I guess the message here is, guys, if you ever see anything in my videos that you would be interested in owning, and maybe you're not as liquid from a cash perspective, but you have some pretty neat books that you want to trade, don't be shy. Reach out. On Instagram, same user ID as on YouTube, Raleigh Comic Book Collector. And the pinned post I have on my page is where folks have left references. So I have a handful of dealers that I've sold to and purchased from and traded with even, and they've left great references. They're like, yeah, we trust, my name is John. We trust John, Raleigh Comic Book Collector. It goes a long way. So if there's something you see you're interested in, just reach out. The worst I can do is say no. Usually I'll say, hey, let's talk about it. Or I might not be interested in that, but let me ask around and find someone that could be. Dozens of times I've done that, where I've said, not for me, but let me check. And I've put them in touch with someone, a dealer or a bigger collector, and they've done a deal. So happy to network and help other collectors out. All right. I hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving. I am thankful for my family, particularly my wife, my stepson, who's really my son, and my beautiful 7-month-old daughter, Reagan. So God is good. I hope you are all well. Regardless if you are where you want to be in life, I hope you find at least something to be grateful for. Be well.